afternoon, Yeladim, and welcome back to more children's stories. This is the last story from the book of Yehoshua. That is right, not so many stories from this book, but in this one, we are going to read about all the rest of the things that he did to get the land of Israel for the Jewish people. We're going to read it with our ears. Well, if you remember what happened last time, Yehoshua had fought against those 5 kings who started fighting with Gibeon, and he chased them all away, and those kings had run into the cave, and he put the rocks over the entrance so that they were in jail. Well, after he had defeated so many kings, the biggest and strongest king of all the ones who were left, his name was King Yavin. Rawr! I am King Yavin. He's not really a dragon, he was really a person. But I'm using a puppet of a dragon to show that he is big and strong and mean. Rawr! Scary! That is King Yavin from the city of Chatzor. And King Yavin from Chatzor started sending messages to all of the other bad kings in Israel. Everybody, listen to me.
The Jewish people are coming to chase away all the bad people. They're only letting the good people stay.
Well, if you are like me, you want us all to stay bad and stay the boss of Israel. So, let's all get together, all of us. All 31 kings. With our giant armies. Those were indeed some of the kings, quite right. All of the kings with our giant armies. And then we will be so many, we will definitely chase away the Jewish people. Not even Hashem can help them then. What do you think, Yeladim? Is he right? Are they going to be stronger than Hashem? No way! Come on, King. Yes, King Yavin. Let's all go join with you. I'm coming with all my soldiers. Here are my soldiers. So many came. Oh, King Yavin. Silly King Yavin. You don't understand. You can't be stronger than Hashem. As long as the Jewish people are being good and doing the right thing, then Hashem will help us. It doesn't matter how many armies you get. Oh, yes, it does. It's all about how many armies. So we are going to get the biggest army in the whole wide world. Well, that is what started happening, Yeladim. They got so many soldiers, more and more and more and more and more and more. It was, you know how many soldiers it was? It was like as much sand as there is on the beach. Would you like to go one day and start counting all the sand on the beach? 1 piece of sand, 2 pieces of sand, 3 pieces of sand. I think you would be there the whole week and you still wouldn't finish. That's what it was like if you tried to count all the soldiers that King Yavin from Chatzor gathered together. They got so many, it was crazy. Well, they all started coming, and they came up to the area. That is how many Jewish people there's going to be, but that's also how many warriors, soldiers came to fight against the Jewish people. They all went up to the mountain of Marom.
Hey, we're all going up to Marom. That's where we are going to defeat the Jewish people.
And then the angel of Hashem came to talk to Yehoshua. Yehoshua, yes, Mr. Angel of Hashem. Yehoshua, do not be afraid. Hashem is going to help you this time as well. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Angel. Thanks, Hashem. Okay, so you need to get your army. Go quick. You're going to sneak up to them when they're not ready and give them a big fright and chase them away. So Yehoshua says, okay, all Jewish people, time to go. Okay, Yehoshua, off we go. We're going to get ready, chase away the bad kings. Jump, jump. Off we go, whispering as we march. We're going to chase away all the bad kings. Hashem wants us to be in the land of Israel, so we'll chase the baddies away with a surprise. And here they came over near where the baddies are. Oh, are those some noises that I hear? Shh. I think it was nothing. I'll just go back to sleep. Shh. Closer. What was that? Shh.
Oh, I'm sure it was nothing.
Surprise! Run away! And all of them chase them away. They all got such a big fright. They didn't know the Jewish people would come so suddenly, and they chased them all away. Tracy. And King Yavin and all of his thousands of soldiers all got chased all the way away. You see, King Yavin, I told you, Hashem is the strongest. I forgot about that. Well, now, Jewish people, let's talk about what's happened. We have fought most of the kings from the land of Israel, and most of the places of Israel are now here for us to live in. And we can build a good country where we can listen to Hashem and be kind to each other and do the right thing. That is what we are all going to do together. Okay, Yehoshua. Great. Well, now it's time for each tribe to get their own place to live. Do you remember how that works, Yeladim? We spoke about it a while ago. That here's the Kohen Gadol. This is Elazar, the Kohen Gadol. The Kohen Gadol with the clip, well, it's the special crown that he wore as a Kohen Gadol. So the Kohen Gadol would have two boxes in front of him. One box had 12 different parts of Israel, and the other box had 12 different names of tribes. So he would pick out one box and he would say, the mountains at the south. And then he would pick out the other one and it would say, Yehuda. Okay, tribe of Yehuda, you get the mountains in the south. Hooray, yippee. Then he would pull out another one which says, the seashore. The sea, and then the seashore. And then he would pull out another name that says, Zevulun. Okay, Zevulun, you get the seashore. Hooray, I love sailing boats all over the place. Then he would say, the coastal plain by Tel Aviv. Anyway, he didn't say by Tel Aviv because Tel Aviv only came later, but you know what I mean. And then he pulled out a name and it says, Dan. And he says, a tribe of Dan. Hooray, we get the coastal plain. And that was how they divided up for all of the 12 tribes. But do you remember that for 2.5 of the tribes, they said, we don't want to be in the main part of Israel. We want to be on the other side of the Jordan River. And remember, Moshe got a bit cross with them. He says, what? Don't you want to come to Israel? And they said, no, that's also part of Israel. And we will help the other Jewish people and all of that kind of thing. So Yehoshua said to them, tribes of Reuven and Gad and half of Manasseh, you kept your promise. Do you remember what their promise was, Yeladim? They promised that they would come across with the Jewish people and help them to chase away all the bad people, even though they weren't going to live in the main part of Israel. They were going to live across the Yarden, across the river. Still, that was Paro, but it's any different king we want him to be. So they said, we will come across and help all the other Jewish people in the land of Israel. And Yehoshua said, you did keep your promise. Round of applause. Yeah, Yeladim, let's give them a clap for keeping their promise. That is excellent, Reuven, Gad, and half of Manasseh. And I will give them a pat on the head for all of us. Well done, guys. I'm really proud of you for taking care of all the other Jewish people. Okay, now it's fine. You can go back to the other part of Israel across the Jordan River. Bye. Bye, Yehoshua. See you soon. Chompa, 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 chompa. But, Jewish people, our work is still not finished. There are still places where there are bad people in Israel. And please, 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 make sure to chase them away. Because they have some things that they do which is so bad. You know some of the things they do which are so bad? Pray to idols. Steal from people.
From each other.
From anyone. Each other and anyone. And all kind of fighting wars all the time. All kinds of terrible things. If you leave them here, the Jewish people will start learning the wrong things. If you don't chase them away, your children and your grandchildren will start praying to idols. Is that a good idea, Yeladim? No, sirree, Bob. That is the worst idea in the whole wide galaxy. You must definitely not.
No one lives on Mars or Jupiter.
How do you know? Have you been there?
I haven't, but no one can survive.
That is true. But it is still a most terrible idea. So please make sure to chase them away. Well, Yeladim, sometimes they did. But sometimes they didn't. And there were some bad people that they just didn't chase them away and left them hanging around. And next time we're going to find out that some of the Jewish people did learn the wrong thing and did start praying to idols. I can't believe it, but that is what happened. Do you know one of the most special places where the Jewish people didn't chase the bad guys away? That is right. Give me 5, sister. By sister, I mean daughter. The city of Yehoshua. The most special, holy, beautiful, important, magnificent city in the whole world. They did not chase the people from Yerushalayim away. Part of the reason is it was so hard. Yerushalayim is up in the mountains. And it had walls all around. It was so hard to defeat them. Pardon? David's general Yoav. Yoav came up with a clever way of capturing Yerushalayim, but nobody else. Sheva, I think you know someone called Yoav, hey? Yoav came up with a clever way of capturing Yerushalayim, but nobody else had worked it out. So, for a long time, like 300 years long time, no one chased away, no one chased away the bad people from Yerushalayim. So they just sat in the city of Yerushalayim with their high walls saying, nya, 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 you can't get us, we will still be bad. That wasn't so good what they were saying. But most of the rest of the Jewish people did listen nicely. And then Yehoshua got older and older until he was an old man. This is now Yehoshua. He was 110. That's pretty old, right? That's even older than me. He was 110 years old. And he said, okay, Jewish people, now it is the end of my lifetime. Yeah. Now it is the end of my lifetime and I will be going. But please, 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 listen to Hashem. Do the right thing. Don't pray to idols. don't be mean. Take care of each other and take care of the land of Israel. Is that a policeman? It was Yehoshua, but now it could be a policeman again. Because now this is Yehoshua. And please take care of each other. And with that was the end of Yehoshua's story. The next stories come from the next time afterwards, what's called the Shoftim. And during that time, Yeladim, there was no boss for the whole Jewish people. Just anyone could kind of do what they felt like. Sometimes there were bosses for part of the Jewish people or a lot of the Jewish people, but from Yehoshua, for a long, long time, no boss for the Jewish people. And that means the next part of the story gets pretty crazy with all people doing all kinds of different things. Do you want to hear about that, Yeladim? Great. Well, then I will tell you next time. Thanks for watching and have a Shabbat Shalom. Bye.